Good evening. This is Akashvani and I'm Naresh Mago with the news at 9. The headlines. Both houses of parliament adjourned till Monday without transacting any business over the Lok Sabha security breach issue. Government approves declaration of Surat Airport as an international airport. Defence Ministry signs contract worth over 5,300 crore rupees with Bharat Electronics Limited Pune for procurement of electronic fuses for Indian Army. Sultan of Oman, Haitham bin Tarik, arrives in New Delhi on 3-day state visit to India to hold talks with Prime Minister Narendra Modi tomorrow. Sensex and Nifty hit record highs in second session in a row. And in women's cricket, India gained 478 runs lead against England on second day of Mumbai Test. The Lok Sabha security breach issue continued to rock the proceedings of both the Houses of Parliament on the second day today. Both the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha have been adjourned for the day. When the Lok Sabha reassembled after the first adjournment at 2 p.m., the opposition members again trooped into the well, raising slogans over the issue. The presiding officer adjourned the House for the day. Earlier, when the Lok Sabha met this morning, the opposition MPs, including from Congress, TMC, DMK, JDU and others, were in the well, raising slogans against the government for the lapses in the security of Lok Sabha. They were also protesting against the suspension of the opposition party MPs over the issue. The protesting members were holding placards and demanding Home Minister Amit Shah's statement and discussion in the House. Amid the din, the presiding officer adjourned the House till 2 p.m., minutes after it met for the day. Similar scenes were witnessed in the Rajya Sabha. When the upper house reassembled after the first adjournment at 2 p.m., the opposition members created a ruckus, leading to adjournment of the House for the day. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi has criticized the opposition over its protest on the Lok Sabha security breach issue. Talking to the media in Parliament, Mr. Joshi said the opposition should behave responsibly as it is a very sensitive matter. He added that a high-level investigation is underway on the issue.
स्पीकर साहब ने जो कुछ भी आदेश दिया सर्वदलीय बैठक बुला के वो आदेश सरकार इन लेटर एंड स्पिरिट हम फॉलो कर रहे हैं तो इसके बावजूद भी अभी कोर्ट में भी है मामला हाई लेवल इंक्वायरी इज गोइंग ऑन ये सब चलते हुए इस बीच में हम सदन चलाने न देंगे ये सेंसिटिव मामला है दे शुड अंडरस्टैंड इट दे शुड बिहेव रिस्पांसिबली
Meanwhile, the alleged mastermind of the parliament security breach, Lalit Jha, was sent to a 7-day police remand by Patiala House Court in Delhi today. Lalit Jha was produced before the court after being arrested in Delhi yesterday. During the proceedings, he was represented by his legal aid counsel. The Delhi police had sought a 15-day custody of Jha from the court, citing a detailed investigation that would require the police to take Jha to different cities and places. The Union Cabinet today approved the proposal to declare Surat Airport as an international airport. This strategic move promises to unlock unprecedented economic potential, making Surat a key player in the international aviation landscape. A statement issued by the government said Surat Airport will not only become a gateway for international travellers but also facilitate seamless export-import operations for the thriving diamond and textile industries. In another decision, the Cabinet approved the draft Memorandum of Understanding MOU between the United States of America and India to enhance innovation ecosystems through an innovation handshake. The Cabinet also gave its approval for signing of Memorandum of Understanding on cooperation in the field of industrial property rights between the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, Ministry of Commerce and Industry of India, and the Directorate General for the Protection of Industrial Property, Italian Patent and Trademark Office of the Ministry of Enterprises, and Made in Italy of the Italian Republic. The Ministry of Defence today signed a contract with Bharat Electronics Limited Pune for the procurement of electronic fuses for the Indian Army. The contract of over 5,336 crore rupees has been signed for a period of 10 years. The ministry said the contract has been signed under the government initiative Manufacture of ammunition for Indian Army by Indian industry. This initiative aims to build up ammunition stocks to minimize imports, achieve self-sufficiency in ammunition manufacturing, obtain critical technologies, and secure stock affected by supply chain disruption. Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO has successfully carried out a flight trial of autonomous flying wing technology demonstrator, which is an indigenous high-speed flying wing unmanned aerial vehicle. The successful flight trial was carried out from the aeronautical test range of Chitradurga in Karnataka. The successful flying demonstration of this autonomous stealth UAV is a testimony to maturity in the technology readiness levels in the country. With this, India has joined the elite club of countries to have mastered the controls for the flying wing technology. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh has complimented DRDO, armed forces, and the industry for the successful flight trial of the system. Minister of State for Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Dr. L. Murugan, has said that around 38,000 crore rupees have been invested in infrastructure development in fisheries sector in the last 10 years. Talking to media outside the Parliament House today, Mr. Murugan said out of this, Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana is being implemented with 20,000 crore rupees. He said ISRO is playing a major role in providing satellite communication and transponder communication to fishermen going for deep-sea fishing.
Within this 10-year, almost 38,000 crore Blue Revolution Fishery Infrastructure Development Fund and Prime Minister's Matsya Sampada Yojana, almost 38,000 crore investment. In this, ISRO is playing a major role to provide a satellite communication and transponder communication to the fishermen. Fishermen are going long sea or deep sea. They have to communicate to them family, or they can communicate to the officers, or they can communicate to the department. For that, our department initiated to provide 1 lakh transponders to the fishing boats.
The Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia today inaugurated 3 CGHS wellness centers in Delhi. He also inaugurated a robotic unit at the National Institute of Tuberculosis and Respiratory Diseases in Delhi. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Mandavia said that the 3 wellness centers are an addition to the 341 CGHS wellness centers already serving 44 lakh beneficiaries.
वेलनेस सेंटर सीजीएचएस लाभार्थियों के लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण होता है और सीजीएचएस लाभार्थियों का ये राइट है, अधिकार है। ये अधिकार दिलवाने के लिए मोदी गवर्नमेंट ने पिछले 1 दशक में बहुत सराहनीय प्रयास किया है। 2014 के पहले सीजीएचएस के वेलनेस सेंटर देश में केवल 40 सिटी में था, उसका एरिया बढ़ा के आज वो 80 सिटी में किया गया है और आने वाले दिनों में 100 सिटी में किया जाएगा।
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
We are here, an integral part of the sky. With bravery and passion, we represent commitment and patriotism, strong and flying high.
Join the Indian Air Force.
The Indian Air Force is now accepting applications for officers.
Registration start date from December 1 to December 30th.
For more information, log on to www.careerindianairforce.cdac.in.
Sultan of Oman Haitham bin Tarik arrived in New Delhi today on a 3-day state visit to India. Minister of State for External Affairs V. Muralidharan received him at the airport. The Sultan is accompanied by a high-level delegation, including senior ministers and officials. This first state visit of Sultan Haitham bin Tarik to India marks a significant milestone in the diplomatic relations between India and the Sultanate of Oman. The Ministry of External Affairs said the visit will further reinforce the long-standing friendship and cooperation between India and Oman and strengthen bilateral ties. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar called on Sultan Haitham bin Tarik this evening. Dr. Jaishankar, in a social media post, said he values the guidance of Sultan of Oman for further deepening of India-Oman strategic partnership. Tomorrow, Sultan Haitham bin Tarik will be received by President Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the Rashtrapati Bhavan for a ceremonial welcome. He will hold bilateral discussions with Mr. Modi, who will also host a luncheon in the honor of the visiting dignitary. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar will call on the Sultan of Oman. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will interact with the beneficiaries of the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra tomorrow at 4 p.m. via video conferencing. He will also address the gathering on the occasion. During the program, the Prime Minister will flag off the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Telangana and Mizoram. Thousands of Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra beneficiaries from across the country will join the event. The program will also be joined by a large number of union ministers, MPs, MLAs and local level representatives. Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is being undertaken across the country with the aim to attain saturation of flagship schemes of the government by ensuring that the benefits of these schemes reach all targeted beneficiaries in a time-bound manner. As the Yatra rolls on traversing the rural stretches of Kerala, several people have expressed their appreciation for the government's efforts to reach out to them.
The Yatra has already made significant impact on the lives of many people in the state. Yamma Rijivol is a young woman in her early 30s belonging to Kurumathur in Kannur district. She is the wife of a daily wage earner and was struggling to make both ends meet. With the help of a loan sanctioned under the Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program, she set up a beauty parlour in Kurumathur town. The new venture showed her the way forward, transforming her life significantly.
I took a loan for 3 lakh rupees under the Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program, for which I received a subsidy of 1,06,000 rupees. My business grew from there. I'm trained in karate, so I started to provide training classes for nearly 50 children in the same building where I run the beauty parlour.
Lack of proper guidance and awareness are holding back several youngsters from taking advantage of the various government schemes. The Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is expected to bridge that gap to a great extent. The Yatra, which is also a significant step towards achieving the goal of a developed India, has helped to generate a sense of optimism and hope, particularly amongst the rural youth. With K.O. Shishidharan in Kannur, Raj Mohan, Akashwani News, Kochi.
As part of the ongoing Yatra, a program was held today in Humayunpur village of New Delhi. Union Minister Meenakshi Lekhi interacted with people during the program and spoke about the benefits of various public welfare schemes of the central government. A free health check-up camp for the public was also organized during the Yatra. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today congratulated the newly sworn-in Chief Minister of Rajasthan Bhajan Lal Sharma and Deputy Chief Ministers Diya Kumari and Premchand Bairwa. Prime Minister Modi expressed confidence that Rajasthan, a state of brave women, will set new standards of good governance, prosperity and development under the new leadership. The Supreme Court today refused to put on hold the Allahabad High Court order approving the survey of the Shahi Eidgah on the disputed Krishna Janmabhoomi land in Mathura. Hindu outfits have claimed the mosque was built on the birthplace of Lord Krishna and had demanded a survey, but the Muslim side had filed an objection. In Tamil Nadu, the regional weather department has forecast heavy rainfall in southern districts over the influence of a cyclonic circulation in southwest Bay of Bengal and adjoining equatorial Indian Ocean in the lower tropospheric levels. It is likely to move westward, resulting in light to moderate rain in coastal areas of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry for the next 7 days. The key domestic indices gained more than 1% for the second session in a row. Both indices rose amid positive cues from the global share markets. Both the benchmark indices hit a record time high in intraday trade, a report on the business desk.
The BSE Sensex gained 970 points to close at 71,484. The NSE Nifty rose 274 points to end at 21,457. In the forex market, the Indian rupee closed at 83 rupees against the US dollar. Gold prices at the multi-commodity exchange for February contracts were trading at 62,550 rupees per 10 grams. Silver prices were trading at 75,210 rupees per kilogram for March contracts when reports last came in. And in intraday trade, Brent crude was trading at $77.11 per barrel when reports last came in. Gaurang Dhawanlal for Akashvani News.
In women's cricket, India have gained a lead of 478 runs against England in the second day of the Mumbai Test. India were 186 for 6 in the second innings at stumps. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Both houses of parliament adjourned till Monday without transacting any business over Lok Sabha security breach issue. Government approves declaration of Surat Airport as international airport. Defence Ministry signs contract worth over 5,300 crore rupees with Bharat Electronics Limited Pune for procurement of electronic fuses for Indian Army. Sultan of Oman Haitham bin Tarik arrives in New Delhi on a 3-day state visit to India. Sensex and Nifty hit record high in second session in a row. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.